What's going on? It's your boy, yes, big. All right, so you read that title correct. Sorry, Amazon. I choose me. Let's talk about it. So what do I mean when I say that? This is something that I brought up. I think it was a live. I think it was the one where I was talking about how Prime Day, how crazy it was, and how I left work on Prime Day. I stayed most of the day, but I did leave early because I thought to myself, hold up. You feel me? It's too much going on. The stress is just outrageous. It's just not, why am I here? You know what I mean? I have time where I can leave. Why am I here? You know what I mean? So then I just thought, you know what? I can choose to stay, deal with this. I know it's pressure on everybody. Everybody's fighting the fight. Yeah, I'm going home. And it wasn't just I'm going home. It was I choose me. You know what I mean? Because my mental was stressed. Frustration was all over the place because the people we was partnered with was just all over the place. I said, you know what? I choose me. I choose my peace of mind. I choose to not be stressed and go ahead and go home for the rest of the day. But it was crazy. On my way home, I thought about it like, why was this the first time that I did that? I've worked peak after peak, you feel me, stress after stress, Prime days, boxes stacked up to the ceiling, associates, when I was a PA, associates only want to do what they do, got people leaving, everything breaking down, conveyors breaking down, sweating, $90 in the snack room for a decent lunch. And what I'm talking about are high volume days, peak season, Prime week. Why did I never leave during these things? Because those were literally the times where I felt the most stress and mentally had the biggest challenges to overcome. Those peak days, Prime days is crazy, all over the place, pushes you to the max, pushes you to the limit. They call it peak season because we're operating at our peak. So much volume. Enough is enough. Amazon, I choose me. Not gonna have some more UPT. I get some more vacation time so I can choose me. No, but in all seriousness, these companies, this ain't just Amazon. A lot of companies that I've worked for, I've always been the one to choose the company over me. And there was a reason. Even with Amazon, my journey with the company, which I've been documented for a cool minute, I did not choose me, but there was a reason. What was that reason? Because I wanted to climb the ladder. And when you climb the ladder, there's no choosing you. We're going to talk about that later. That's why if you're climbing the ladder, this don't apply to you. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Stay tuned. I'm going to get to that. But there were literally times where I would take on more than what I should have. And even where they was like, all right, they knew, yo, you taking on a whole lot. And it's like, they won't break you, but they won't stop you from breaking you. So when I was thinking about why I never did it, that was my reason, because I was climbing that ladder and I already knew you couldn't say no. But I'm at a point in my career with this company, at this moment, I'm not climbing the ladder. So that's why I can have this option to say, you know what? Nah, I'm going to choose me. I don't feel like dealing with all this stress. I'm going to choose me. So for me, what does that look like? I used to use my UPT, which is unpaid time off, my paid time off vacations, real sporadic. I am going to be more strategic with that and start using it during high volume times. So when I do take time off, it is during a time where it is a lot of volume, a lot of stress. Why am I going to do that? Because honestly, as we've talked before in a different video, different vlog, I do believe those high volume, high stress days should have something to balance that, some type of incentive. We kind of talked about any type of pay. I don't want to put a type of name on it because I know any type of pay, it should be some incentive. I think that would be dope if there were some incentives working on days where it is super high level stress or super high volume. It only makes sense. And if it's not, okay, cool. You know what I mean? They're not entitled to this. It's their company. But I don't have to work it if I have those hours. I'm entitled to. It's my hours. So honestly, all this is just really a strategic way of using my time to keep my peace. That's it. And putting me first. I've never really did that with this company. But even with that, I'm still going to take advantage of the company. I'm still going to work the overtime. I'm still going to leverage the opportunity of working with the company. But I would just make sure whatever that level, you know what I mean? I'm not going to go, if we're in a car, you know how your engine could get super hot. My engine ain't going to get hot no more. You know what I mean? If I see it rising up, all right, let me pull over, cool down, pour some coolant in there. I'll catch up to y'all in a minute. because I still believe there is opportunity with this company. Don't get it twisted. And I'm not against working hard. I love working hard. Give me the overtime. You feel me? I love working overtime. I'm on like my 3rd month working overtime. That's not an issue. It's just me being pushed into overdrive mentally, overdrive physically. That's when it becomes a problem. But I still encourage people to take advantage of the company. All this overtime that we work, if you're not being pushed to the limit, you good. But the thing is, this is becoming a trend, not just with Amazon, with a gang of jobs. There's so many people mentally going through it. Why do you think they have mental awareness month all of a sudden? Oh, we care about people's mental health. Where'd that come from? Because people was complaining about their mental health. And it's crazy because I've been seeing people say this more and more frequently, how stressed they are, how depressed they are. Those are things that you need to take notice of. That seems to me as if you're going in that red mark, you're overheating and you still pushing it, you still going. I'm seeing people vocalize this on boards to fellow coworkers. It really is a thing. And you got to be careful because you don't want to push yourself to that limit or past that limit to where you do start to now have anxiety. You do start to have breakdowns. I know it sounds crazy. It happens. Now, when it comes to this I choose me, I'm not trying to start a movement. You feel me? I'm not going to start a movement. Yeah, SB, tell them. No, SB ain't gonna tell nobody nothing except on my YouTube channel with my subscribers, with the fam. Also, this ain't like no us versus them type thing. Like even when I carry this out myself, I encourage you, because some people already hit me up, yo, I'm doing the same thing. If you do this, do it the right way. Like, let's say when peak season comes, I'm trying to stack up my UPT. I'm trying, you feel me? I'm trying this stuff. My vacation, whenever I use these things, of course, vacation, you have to let them know in advance anyways. When it comes to me using my UPT, that I'm going to gain up for these high volume days, I will be letting them know this in advance. I am not here to try to sabotage the team, make other people, oh, I'm going to let them know the day before. No, because then that could cause issues with staffing. You don't want to do that. You do not want to become that person that's against the team. That's not what it's about. It's still teamwork. Everything is still there. I just got to put my right mind. I only got one mind. This is the only one I got. This ain't a package. You feel me? I ain't got 9,000 packages of minds that I could just swap out after it gets fried. No, this is the only one I got. You feel me? So I have to take care of this and keep this first more than anything else. But there's a right way to do it. When I made that statement, I'm not working Prime days anymore. Next year, I'm going to let the team know in advance, 2 weeks out. Just a heads up, I'm not going to be working on Prime days. Just wanted to give you guys that heads up this early. Why do you do that? Boom, so it can be covered. So you got to do it the right way. I'm going to do it the right way because then you don't want to make enemies in the workplace. It's like, why would you make enemies by choosing yourself? That sounds crazy. But, you feel me? I think it's because if you do that last minute, either way, though, let's say if you do it last minute, the work's gonna get put on somebody else, right? But let's say you do it 2 weeks out and they still don't have people to cover it. Guess what? That work will still be put on other people, in which those people will still feel some type of way. It's gonna happen either way. Listen, I totally understand, but it comes back down to protecting yourself, making sure you don't injure yourself, because these companies, they're not gonna do it for you. So that's all that I'm doing. But, you feel me, there's some flip sides of this. And I'll start it off with this because I spoke about it earlier. I'm doing this and I'm able to do this because I don't plan to move up anymore. Yeah, companies will be like, oh yeah, we want you to choose you. Mental health first. If you feel your mental health is stressed, we want you to stay home and stay blessed. Says no company ever. You ain't never heard nothing like that in the company. They'll say all these things. They'll have emails, different type of months to observe these things. Great talk, grand talk. It's like they're covering their bases. They have to talk about it because it is a thing to cover themselves. They'll talk about it, right? But at the same time, during all this high volume, hey, did you do this? Hey, did you do this? Hey, did you do this? Hey, did you... Yo, you stressing me out. You feel me? You giving me mental issues right now that you trying to tell me that we ain't supposed to have mental issues, but you giving them to me right now. Leave me alone for like 20 minutes. So you will hear companies say, we want to, cater to this, make sure this is good. But is that just talk? What do you think? Drop that in the comment section. Is that just talk? I'm not saying Amazon. I've worked for a lot of companies. And one thing I've seen, when you try to choose you, especially, this is the thing. You're just hourly, you don't want to move up, you can do this type of thing. You still may catch some flack, but if you're trying to move up salary, You can't do this. I know companies will be like, oh yeah, choose you and you're all that. They politically correct for sure. But I believe, in my personal opinion, what I've seen, because I've been on the flip side of this coin. I was the one who didn't choose me. And you know how fast I moved up? I didn't choose me. I chose the company and was moving up quick. So if you're on a ladder race with 12 other people, and you're the one who wants to choose you when they try to put those extra projects on you, and you think you can do this? Oh yeah, I can do it. You think you can do this, and this? I'll give it a try. And you're like, man, this is just kind of stress. They're going to look at you. They may not. They're going to play it off cool. The ladder is politically correct. They're going to play it off cool. Oh, it's all right. Probably give you a shoulder tap, whatever they're going to do. But there's going to be 11 other people who will be quick to do it. So what does that mean? They will be more likely, they'll be in the good graces. They'll have the favor of those above them that's putting all the extra work on them. They will move up quicker. This is just my opinion. I'm not saying this is facts everywhere. This is what I've seen in life. And if you're not willing to do it and somebody else is willing to do it, this is why this will not work if you try to move up that ladder, in my opinion. Drop it in the comment section if you think I'm wrong, or drop it in the comment section if you think I'm right. Let me know. Because the thing is, everybody, when you're climbing a ladder, for the most part, not everybody's selfish, but a lot of people on that ladder race, and everyone is in that race to move up from the bottom to the top. It's a great way to make everyone work. If everyone is, let's say, the entry level, let's just use Amazon, right? I'm not saying they do this. I'm not saying they don't. Let's just use them for an example. Entry level management, it goes by levels. Entry level, the first level of management, L4. They want to move up to the L5, right? The one above them, L5s, they want to move up to L6. That L6, they want to move up to L7. That L7, they want to move. You see what I'm saying? Everyone wants to move up. How do you move up? Remember, I spoke about those projects, increase in numbers, all that stuff, right? So the L4 wants to move up. This is what you'll see, not just in Amazon, in the chain of command. You are partnering with the one above you. You make them look good. That's going to help them get a promotion. That's going to help you get a promotion. You see what I'm saying? Comment in the comment section and let me know. Do you see the conflict that will happen if you try to do that while climbing the ladder? It ain't going to work. I don't want to say it's not going to work. I take that back. Anything's possible, but I just think that climb will be a little bit slower if you do try to have that mindset. Don't do this if you're trying to move up the ladder. But anyways, wanted to drop a video on why I choose me and what that means, because I did speak about it in the vlog. A few people were talking about it. Just wanted to make sure that I cleared it up on what I meant by that. The way that I'm going to try to carry this out for peak season, I'm going to try to stack up on UPT. I'm going to work the peak days. And you know what? If the days are working, if they're flowing great, I'll work the whole day. This is a personal thing. It's not just because there's high value, I don't want to do it. If I feel stressed, if I feel I'm getting to my overheating as a vehicle, my body vehicle starts to overheat, I'm out. But the thing is, that could be different for each and every person. Everybody is a different vehicle. I could be a diesel truck. Somebody could be a Pinto. It could be a limo. You could be a trash truck. Whatever it is, everybody's different. So during peak season, I'm going to go, you feel me, every day. And it's just like, if I hit that level, then at that point, hey, I'm going to take off in an hour and I'll just be taking off. Or if it's just been a super long week, I may take off every day for that week for the last 2 hours of the shift. You know what I mean? It's just a personal gauge on making sure I don't overheat or overstress. But anyways, drop y'all comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this and give me your experience. Have you been at the point at your job where they say, hey, we here for your mental help, and then they be putting that mental stress on you? Have you hit that point at your job, or have you ever hit that point at your job where you feel like you overheated mentally, physically? Let me know in the comment section. Let's talk about that. Anyways, man, if you guys enjoyed this, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell as well so you can be notified when I drop a video. Yes, I'm also an artist. I go by the name of SB. Got a few projects that I'm gonna pop up on the screen. Go check it out. It's on iTunes, it's on Spotify, it's on whatever them other things is. Links will be in the description. Go ahead, click on that, check it out, stream it, share it. Definitely helps the channel. Thank you for supporting. Other than that, I'm gonna catch you guys on the next video. It's your boy SB. Let's go. I'm on my grind. 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 I get up, I get out and get to it. I'm on my grind.